What if I told you that two people can earn the exact same salary, and let's say $50,000 a year, and 10 years later, one of them has $80,000 saved, and the other has nothing? Zero, same income, completely different results. How is that possible? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what separates them, and which one you're going to be. Meet Jake. Jake makes $4,000 a month. He pays rent, groceries, his phone bill, and at the end of the month, he's always broke. Sound familiar? Here's what Jake doesn't realize. He has money leaks, little expenses he doesn't notice, a $14 streaming service he forgot about, a gym membership he hasn't used since January, coffee every morning at $6 a pop. $6 a day sounds tiny, but that's $180 a month, $2,160 a year. In 10 years, if invested, that's over $30,000. The first step to managing money isn't earning more. It's seeing where it's already going. But knowing where your money goes is only step one. In a moment, I'll show you the exact system Jake used to plug those leaks, and it only takes 15 minutes a month. Now let's talk about the most beginner-friendly budgeting system ever created, the 50-30-20 rule. Here's how it works. Take your monthly take-home pay. Let's use $3,000. 50% goes to needs: rent, food, transport, utilities. That's $1,500. 30% goes to wants: dining out, Netflix, shopping. That's $900. 20% goes to savings and debt. That's $600. That's it. No complicated spreadsheets, no accounting degree required. Jake started using this and realized he was spending 65% on needs and 30% on wants, and saving basically nothing. Just knowing the split changed his behavior. But here's where most people get the savings part completely wrong. And it costs them thousands. I'll break down the right order to save in just a minute. Most people save like this. They pay all their bills, spend on whatever they want, and then save whatever's left. The problem? Nothing is ever left. The trick is to flip it. The moment your paycheck hits, before you pay a single bill, move money into savings automatically. This is called paying yourself first. Sarah earns the same as Jake, but every payday, $300 auto-transfers to her savings account before she even sees it. She budgets around what's left. Over 3 years, she built a $10,800 emergency fund without ever feeling like she was sacrificing. Automation is the secret. Your brain can't spend money it never sees. Okay, but where should that money actually go? Not all savings accounts are equal, and the wrong one could be costing you real money. We'll get to that in a second. Before you invest a single dollar, you need one thing: an emergency fund. Life hits everyone. Your car breaks down, you lose your job. Your washing machine dies on a Tuesday. Without an emergency fund, these moments become financial disasters. With one, they're just inconveniences. The goal is 3 to 6 months of expenses saved in a separate account. If your monthly expenses are $2,000, you need $6,000 to $12,000 just sitting there, untouched, like a fire extinguisher you hope you never use. Jake skipped this step. When his car needed $1,400 in repairs, he put it on a credit card at 24% interest. That $1,400 ended up costing him over $2,000. Don't be Jake from this chapter. So once you have your emergency fund, what do you do with the rest? Here's where the real money building begins, and most people in their 20s and 30s completely ignore it. Albert Einstein allegedly called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. Whether or not he actually said that, he wasn't wrong. Here's how it works. You invest $1,000 at a 7% annual return. Year 1, $1,070. Year 10, $1,967. Year 30, $7,612. You put in $1,000. You get back over $7,600 without ever adding another dollar. Now imagine investing $200 a month starting at age 25 versus starting at 35. The person who started at 25 ends up with nearly double at retirement, even though they only contributed for 10 extra years. Time is the most valuable ingredient, and you can't get it back. But here's the question everyone asks: where do you actually invest? The answer might be simpler and cheaper than you think. And no, you don't need a financial advisor to do it. You don't need to pick stocks. You don't need to understand crypto. For beginners, there's one simple starting point: index funds. An index fund is basically a basket that holds a little bit of hundreds of companies at once, like the S&P 500. When the market goes up over time, your investment goes up too. Follow this order: 401k up to employer match. If your employer matches 4%, contribute at least 4%. That's a 100% instant return. Free money. Emergency fund first if you haven't built it yet. Roth IRA. Invest up to $7,000 per year in tax-free growth. Taxable brokerage accounts are for anything beyond that. That's the beginner stack. Simple, proven, no stock picking needed. Remember Jake and Sarah from the beginning? Same salary, completely different outcomes. Sarah tracked her spending, used the 50-30-20 rule, automated her savings, built her emergency fund, and started investing in index funds at 26. Jake didn't do any of that until he watched a video like this one. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. If this helped you, hit subscribe, because next week we're breaking down debt payoff strategies, avalanche versus snowball, and which one actually saves you more money. See you there.